Hello, and welcome to my Monday messages. Very late today, so apologies for that, but something came up and I just had to attend to it. So better late than never, I say. So just for today, this is a bit later than normal. For those of you who don't necessarily know me, I'm Rebecca. I'm a homeopathic QTT practitioner, a holistic life coach, and natural health advocate. So just coming in here on a Monday to share a thought or a process or something to stimulate us to become as conscious as we can of the things that support us and help us to be as healthy as we can, and the things that are perhaps keeping us a little bit stuck, and most importantly, being able to do something about that and change them if we wish to. So today, various things have reminded me that actually there's a really strong second full moon of the month coming up on over the 30th and 31st, depending on where you are in the world. And it's known as a blue moon because it's twice in 1 month, and that's unusual. And it's a particularly strong moon this time. So just, it's not my forte. I have an interest in what the moon and the planets and the stars are doing because it influences us. But I don't pretend to be particularly knowledgeable about it. But I do know that we are all affected, and particularly us as women. So I wanted to just remind you today that that is taking place, and that it does affect us, and that the energy can often be, with any full moon, that we feel a little bit off kilter, a little bit not quite in balance. And also then that our emotional state can seem more intense. And if that is also coupled with, if you're still cycling, your premenstrual part of your cycle, or if you're already journeying through the big change, menopause, then already things are going to be a little bit off kilter, a little bit all over the place, up and down. And therefore, just to mind yourself extra specially well this week, because things might just seem a little bit more intense than usual, a little bit more off kilter than usual. So just making sure that you have, first of all, that awareness, and whether you believe it or not, if you think that's just coincidence or nonsense, even a reminder that it's okay to care for yourself, that it's okay to mind yourself and to be tender and gentle with yourself is never a bad thing. So that's what I'm encouraging this week, is to be really conscious that you should mind yourself and that you should be gentle with yourself, if nothing else, after what can be a long summer, especially when you've got kids at home and all the rest of it. And the flurry of going back to school and, getting organised again and adjusting to different seasons, all the things that I spoke about last week, that's all comes into the mix at this time. So just being aware of that and gathering all the resources that you need in order to support yourself, whatever they may be. And if nothing else, slowing things down, taking out of the equation anything that doesn't really need to happen this week. And these are all things that need to happen during the premenstrual week anyway, but definitely when there's a time where we're perhaps a little bit more vulnerable than usual. So get those resources around you, or, it's a time to, book yourself in for any treatments or, anything like that, or just make sure you go to bed earlier or get up a little bit later or do whatever you can, have a nap, any of those things. Also, if you've got the energy, a really good time to journal on the last 12 months and any successes that you feel that you've had. And it doesn't matter what those successes are, how big or how small. They're successes to you, no one else. You know what they are. And sometimes we're so busy going forward that we forget how far we've come. So just a little bit of reflection on how far you feel you've come. What's different now as opposed to this time last August? How do you feel, most importantly, that's different this August from last August? And congratulate yourself on any of those successes that you've had, wherever you can. If nothing else, just for continuing to show up. It's good enough in my book. And always being conscious that everything comes in cycles. So if you aren't feeling at your sparkling best at the moment, that this too shall pass, that it's cyclical, that our hormonal cycle is cyclical, the moon is cyclical, the months are cyclical, the seasons are cyclical. Everything will move and it will change, and that is the only constant. So just a reminder of that. And little practices, even if you're not going to seek the help of resources, external resources necessarily, grounding. Get those bare feet on the earth every day, maybe even 2 or 3 times a day. Don't mind about the wet. It's not going to kill you. Just touch in with that really grounding earth energy. Breathe as well. Just take time out to just really breathe deeply into your abdomen and then slow down the external breath. And that in itself just soothes. And just jettison anything that you don't need. So it's about slowing down. It's about reflecting. It's about breathing and grounding and taking time for yourself. So that's my message for today. And then just a quick reminder too that for those of you who may have missed it, that the clinic is going to be closed from this Friday, the 1st of September, until the 11th of September. I do have some availability left over the next couple of days, but get in there fast if you need to see me, because I think there's only enough for 2, maybe 3 more appointments. So you can use the link with this video to have a look at what's available on my bookings page. And if you can't find something in the time slot, then do get in touch with me if you want to, and I'll see what I can do. So that's it. And this will be obviously the last Monday message for a couple of weeks. So have a lovely couple of weeks and mind yourselves really well. And also take a look at that moon if you can this week. It will be superb. So take care. Lots of love. Bye.